Another adjustment that we need to make is here on the top portion of the slide. So we're gonna adjust this here. This is a reject. So if the lids come through here, for example, with the top facing down like this, we don't want the lids to go through the machine like this, because then they won't go down the slide properly. We need the cap to come through here, the bottom portion facing up. So when the lid is the top facing up, this portion here has air pressure that's constantly blowing, and once it senses the top here and it gets a pushback, a resistance, it's gonna kick out the lid with a blast of air pressure from this nozzle right here going back down the slide. So we're gonna adjust the height of this so that the 20-ounce cap can flow and pass through here freely. And then we'll also be making an adjustment here to this portion so that the 20-ounce cap can also fit through here and then go down the slide properly. So you'll be making an adjustment here, loosening this and aligning this portion up with this over here. And the same goes to this section. Here on this side, we can actually do it by hand. And you just make that adjustment so that it matches up right over here. And you get that smooth transition. And then you can go ahead and hand tighten this back up. There's a similar adjustment over here as well. So we'll make that adjustment once we do this so that we can see where the cap needs to flow through. That's just to allow the cap to flow out of here as they're being dumped from the conveyor onto the belt here, so that it can flow through here properly and be rejected if it needs to be rejected, or allowed to go through to flow down the slide. So with the corresponding Allen key, you're going to loosen these as I already did, and then that'll allow movement for this here. So we'll make that adjustment so that the 20-ounce lid will flow through here properly. And then we want to make sure that this end over here is nice and even. And so here we want to make sure also that the cap can flow through here easily once it passes through this point over here. We're going to make this adjustment next. So from here, I've made the necessary adjustment here, utilizing the corresponding Allen key right here to loosen these two bolts. So you're going to need to hold this in place to ensure that this air pressure sensor right here is about 1/8 of an inch just above the lid, maybe slightly even more, so that it'll allow you to it'll allow the cap to be removed from the conveyor should it come through here, for example, top side up like this. Remember, we want the cap to flow through here like this. This is the correct way.